Okay, we're gonna work with it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing just a quick get ready with me. I've got so many errands to run today. I've got a hair appointment and I've got stores to go to and grocery shopping, and we have friends coming over later. So there's like a lot going on today. And so it is already 12:18. I still haven't gotten this fixed yet. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. And this is the base mattifying primer. And I usually just apply this to my T-zone. I am a combination skin type, except in the winter I'm more normal, so I'm like a normal combo. Is that a thing? So I do like to go in with a mattifying primer and mattify my T-zone, and then sometimes if I'm experiencing texture or breakouts, which I do have some kind of issue going on right here, so sometimes I will then go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in the smoothing primer. I do have the full version of the smoothing primer, and it's taking me, let me just tell you, this is probably expired, I'll be honest. This is taking me forever to go through. So I do like to typically buy the trial sizes or travel sizes, if you will, and also your bang for your buck goes a little further. Hint, hint, tip, 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 tip. Did I seriously get that primer in my hair? How in the world does that happen? And don't mind my hair today, you guys. We're fixing it later. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. Why can't foundation companies just make smaller, shorter names? Like, that'd be great. This is the first foundation that I think Cover FX ever came out with, and they nailed it. It was a really great foundation. The only thing I don't like about it is that when it starts getting near the expiration date, throughout the day it becomes a little more oily, or I get oily faster, I've noticed, and I don't know if it has to be the foundation, because I don't experience this with any other foundations, but that just might be a personal thing. I don't know if anyone else has experienced it. I know if you have dry skin, you will absolutely love this. I have a ton of friends that wear this that have dry skin, and they can't get enough or say enough good things about it. Just for curiosity, I am an N30 in this. I love companies that make neutral specific foundations, just because sometimes I don't, on my fairest days, I don't always fit in with a super warm, and I've never fit in with a cool foundation. I'm actually going in with a Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. This is honestly not a foundation brush that I like anymore at all. I prefer a round top. As you can see, this is more of a flat top, and it's just not my thing. Honestly, I liked it when I first got it just because, to be honest, I didn't have anything else to compare it to. Now that I've experienced other foundation brushes, I can honestly say I don't like flat top kabukis. They're not my thing. Am I seriously already out of this? There's just, the application is just so much harder for me. I don't know. It's not my thing. This was actually my first ever, what I considered high-end makeup brush. When I first started getting into higher-end makeup, I wanted brushes that would apply the product, because you can have the best products in the world, but if you don't have the right brushes, it's not going to look right. You're going to absolutely hate the application process and the application itself, and invest in your brushes. Investing in brushes is just as important as investing in good skincare, because, yeah, like I said, application process just not going to be there. Going in with concealer, this is the Naked Skin, don't mind my sponge being so dirty. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is in shade Fair Warm, if you are curious. I do like to go a shade or two lighter than my foundation, depending on how fair I am or tan I am at that time. Wow, I am really just doing things way out of order today, because I did one cheek, then I went to my forehead, then I did one under eye, now I'm back to my forehead. Now I'm going in with my RCMA powder. This is in a Laura Mercier translucent powder case, but it's only because I hate the packaging of the RCMA. And as you can see, mine is completely falling apart. I need to get my life together because I'm failing epically. I'm not baking with it. I am just trying to get it on as fast as I can, actually. This is probably going to be the sloppiest tutorial on my channel because I am in such a rush to get things done that I have a 3 o'clock appointment. It's like 12:30 now. And I have a ton of errands I've got to run before I go to my hair appointment. And I can guarantee I'm not going to get out of here till like 2:30. My appointment's at 3. I was going to go in with the Park Avenue Princess palette. It honestly just looks like that. It's super pretty, very gorgeous colors. And I pulled it out to do it, but I really think I want to go into Shade Stir by MAC. It's a very neutral, warm bronzer. It's really great for contouring, I think. This is a personal Z palette that I've put together myself, and I actually just buy Shade Stir in a refill pan, and then I'll just throw it in my Z palette. And I'm not going to be contouring today, so when I go in my bronzer, I'm really going to highlight the part where I would typically contour. And once there's less product in my brush, I'll start blending it out downward and upward and making it look like it's a really sun-kissed glow. If you've ever watched any of my other tutorials, usually I take my time with stuff like this. I'm never like in a super huge rush, but girls gotta go. So we gonna go. Oh, sorry, that was the Morphe R2 if y'all were wondering. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E4. This is honestly my best. This is my favorite blush brush. I really enjoy using it. And I'm actually going in with a new blush today, and there's obviously, okay, there's no backing, no like, I literally can't think straight today. There's no words on the back to tell you what color it is, but this is a blush from ColourPop that my friend gifted me, and sorry I don't know the name of it, but it's more of a rosy pinky shade, and I think it'll complement my skin to I quit. Well, this is pigmented. Okay, now I'm going in with the Morphe M504 brush. This is honestly the best. You guys, look at the tip of that. I was going to go in with Tarte in the shade Sparkler. Not doing that anymore. So, completely just shattered in my lap. Now I'm going to go in with Becca. This is the split pan that was a part of the Jaclyn Hill and Becca collaboration a couple years ago. They no longer have this, but I think they may sell Prosecco Pop. I could be wrong, but go with a gold highlighter. That's all it really is. It's a great formulation, which is why I like using it. But this is Prosecco Pop and Amaretto. Now she came out with the white, I don't know what it was actually called, but it was the white and gold packaging with the 3 like blushes, I think it was, and the 2 highlighters, her Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, I think. That she came out with that, and I thought that was absolutely stunning. But the only 2 colors that I really saw in that package, or I'm sorry, that set that I wanted, was to try the new Prosecco Pop highlighter, and I also wanted the Amaretto blush. Well, then she just said that she was coming out with a split pan, and that was actually one of the options. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. Now I am kind of kicking myself for not getting backups, because should something this break or I run out, or I don't have it anymore. So these were limited edition shades. They may still sell Prosecco Pop, but don't quote me on it. I don't know. I know they still have Champagne Pop because they did make it permanent. But as far as having Prosecco Pop, I don't know. What? No, Amaretto. As far as having Amaretto, I don't know. Something that I've been loving doing lately is I do take the MAC Fix Plus. Honestly, you can do this with any spray. I usually buy setting sprays, just so you guys are aware. I buy setting sprays when they go on sale at like Ulta. Ulta does a lot of sales as far as Smashbox Primer Water, the MAC Fix Plus. If you catch them during like the beauty deals, they do them like two times a year, I think. And you can actually catch some really good deals, and that's a lot of times where I'll get my setting sprays. I don't think I've ever paid full price for a setting spray. I've always gotten them through those deals, and it's usually like buy one, get one, or it's 50% off. Like, they do a lot of great deals recently. So yeah, just an FYI, catch you a deal. What I've been doing lately with the MAC Fix Plus is I will go ahead, since I am done with my face, I've done the bronzer, I've done the blush, and I've done the highlight, and I've done my powder, my translucent powder, my foundation, my concealer. Everything on my face is pretty much set. All I have now to do is my eyes, my brows, and my lips. So what I'm going to do before I go in with all of that is I'm going to go ahead and set my face with MAC Fix Plus and kind of start blending all this together. Okay, so we are all set, literally. We've completely set our face with MAC Fix Plus. I went ahead and went off camera and did my brows as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. I'm not sure of the eye look I want to do today. So yeah, let's go ahead and zoom you guys in. Okay, so I'm not going in with any specific palette. I am going to go ahead and go in with my single shadows. I'm actually going to go in with this one right here, which this is Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. And this is one of my favorite shadows to completely set the lid and give you just that all over neutral base. Okay, and with my Morphe M573 brush, I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange by Anastasia. Tap off the excess, and we're just going to blend this into our transition area. So I'm primarily going to keep this between the arch of my brow and to the tail, and we're going to keep it in that transition area. And as we blend out with less product, I am going to go ahead and start blending inward and upward and really just smooth this out. She has an amazing formula that you can really build it up, but if you initially go in there with a light hand, it blends out to be just a beautiful light wash of color, and you can really use it as a transition shade. And I love that about her shadows. They're just so pigmented, yet they're so versatile, and they're just amazing. And with that same M573 brush that we just used for the transition shade, I'm now going to go in with Tiki Hut by Makeup Geek and really, can you guys see that? I'm really going to pack it on just the tip of the brush. As you can see, this is one of my favorite brushes because it goes into a fine point instead of just being overly rounded. And by that I mean you can definitely see the difference in how it will point on this end, but it's just rounded on this end. So I really do enjoy that. This is just such a versatile brush, and I can use it for so many colors and so many areas on the eye. And now I am going to go ahead and keep that again in the transition area, but instead of taking this upward as product blends out, I am going to keep it low. Be sure when you are blending into the inner corner that you are keeping it as low as possible, because as you bring it upward, it is going to just go ahead and start closing off the eyes. So you do want to just keep this as low as possible. As you blend it out to the outer corner, you do just want to start fanning it out just a little bit and diffusing it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a clean M518 brush by Morphe, and I am going to go in with Soft Brown by MAC. I'm going to go in to that transition area and really blend out those two shades together. Now you could have easily gone in with the same M573 brush by Morphe. However, I just really want to go in with a cleaner brush. That way when I'm diffusing into the center, or I'm sorry, the inner corner in the center of the lid, I am using a clean brush to really diffuse it so that we are keeping the darker colors on the outside and not the not bringing that into the inner corner. So for the inner corner, I don't exactly want to use a specific eyeshadow. So I am going to go into the Park Avenue Princess palette. I'm going to use the yellow brightening shade with this Morphe M421 brush. This is honestly the best inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight, or even if you just want to get really precise on your eye look, this is a great short dense brush and I'm like loving it. So just take it into the inner corner, tapping it so that the most product is there in the inner corner, and then slowly bringing it outward. These colors in this Park Avenue Princess palette are very buttery, very creamy. They blend like a freaking dream and it's amazing. And so I'm actually just bringing this from the inner corner and I'm diffusing it across the bottom of the lid, and then I'm hoping that makes sense. I'm going to go straight across the bottom, like closest to my lashes, across the bottom of the lid. I'm going to stop about halfway and really just flick it out so it diffuses into the darker color. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it upward to where it diffuses up. And so I'm not taking away from that soft brown that we did try to blend and mix into the shadows. So with the Morphe M518 brush, I do just want to go in with the same brush that we used for the MAC Soft Brown, and I really just want to blend the two shades. Now before we go in with liner and mascara, I am going to go ahead and take the Morphe M507 brush, and it looks just like that. And I'm just going to blend out the lower lash line with Tiki Hut. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with this black shadow by Anastasia. This is the blackest shadow I think I've ever used. And I'm going to take that on a flat definer brush. And I'm going to tight line where you would typically apply your black liner. I'm just going to put it in that area. So because I am in a rush, I am going to just go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and we are just going to coat these lashes. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Liquid Lip in Stripped. Okay, and lastly I'm going to go in with Buxom Gloss and White Russian and just dab that in the center. Okay, you guys, that is it. This is the completed look. I know this was supposed to be a get ready with me, and I really do need to run out the door, but this is really, just so you guys are aware, my go-to everyday natural smoky eye. If I am just in a rush not knowing what to do, I have colors I can play with, but this is just a go-to look for me. It's so easy to achieve and so quick to accomplish. So if I ever am in a rush like this is really just the best way to do. If I have to do work or a meeting or errands or out with friends, a girls' night, like there's just so many things that this look works for. And so if you guys ever just want an easy go-to look, definitely try this out. This is one of my favorites, neutral. It's easy, and anyways, I'm just babbling at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see what is coming for you guys, definitely hit the subscribe button down below and that post notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys next time. Mwah! Bye, guys.